this lesson, we're talking about how to work with a 2-card reading. We'll use the same question that we used for the 1-card reading so that you have the ability to compare and contrast the two. The question we had in the 1-card reading was about whether you should stay in a job or not, or if it was time to leave. A really basic, straightforward question that a lot of people have all the time. I think we've all been in that point where we're not sure if we want to stay in a job or not, and there's so much to consider. So maybe you'd make a pro-cons list or talk to a friend about it. And now another tool that you have is to do a reading for yourself about it. So what I'll do is I will show you exactly my process. And then once you know how to do a 2-card reading, you can really extend that to 3 and 4 and maybe 10 cards for a Celtic cross reading. Because what you're doing is looking at the combination of messages. So while each card will have a message for you based on where it is in the spread and what the traditional meaning of the card is, it's also what it means to you. And that's something that you'll get better at the more readings that you do. You'll have a better idea of what specific cards mean in your life. So it'll be different for everybody. Just like, a good example is we all speak English, let's say. I'm assuming you speak English if you're taking this class. But everyone speaks it a little bit different. Alright, so should I stay in this job or not? Alright, I've shuffled, cut my deck 2 times. Today I took the stack that was in the middle. I put the cards back together. Card 1. We have the King of Wands. Card 2. We have Judgment. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at these cards together. I'm going to think about, okay, we have a Court card here, right? And we have a Major Arcana card here. Oh, and it's pretty high up one. It's 20. So if I'm using a spread, let's say like what's out in the open and what's hidden, I could do positive, negative. I could do light. I could do shadow. But today I think I'll stick with, well, what's really out in the open, what's sort of known about the situation, and then what's hidden, what's something else that I'm not aware of that I need to know about to help me make this decision. So if we start with what is known, the King of Wands. So if you know about Court cards, I always think of this as a personality or an aspect of my personality, or a combination of both. So in general, I know that the King of Wands is a very fiery, passionate, active leader. It could be male or female, as you know, but this is someone who's mature, who's on top of their game, they're a change maker, they make things happen. They're very sure of themselves. Probably in a creative field or something like that. So chances are this could be a boss, or this could be a mentor, someone that you've been working with, who you really look up to. And I would generally think that this is a positive thing. Okay, so there's this person. Maybe they've been part of the problem, maybe not. Maybe they've been your greatest supporter. And then when I think about how this plays into my personality, I think about, well, what about me in this current job is like that? Do I feel in control of my power, of my energy, of my creativity? Do I feel like this king? Or maybe not. Maybe that's what's lacking. So we have that first one. Now we can look at the second one. What is hidden? Okay. We have the Judgment card. There's some sort of major judgment that's being passed. Maybe I'm up for a review. Maybe people are thinking differently, like they think I'm not doing my job as well as I think I'm doing it. So this would be a big red flag to me to talk to someone and get some feedback, because clearly we don't know everything here and we want to take control of the situation. Now when we combine the two of these, right? So what I would say if I were doing this reading for someone else, I would say, I think there's someone you need to go talk to. You need to go talk to this mentor, this boss, this person that you look up to. Maybe they're in the organization, maybe they're not. But you need to have a better understanding of the situation before you make a decision. Because otherwise that decision is going to be made for you. You're going to lose control of it. And what's going to come to pass is going to come to pass. So, time to do some investigation, to find out what's really happening behind the scenes, right? And this can be on an even deeper level, right? So, judgment, it could be maybe you're not on your path. Maybe you've been doing something for the money, for the healthcare, for the many reasons why we take jobs. But it's not fulfilling. It's not what we're supposed to be doing. It's not the best way for us to serve the world. So it could be an even deeper kind of a judgment that's happening here, where you really need to take stock of what it is that you are doing, and if that's really serving your purpose, and if it's serving a worldly purpose as well. Because ultimately, I believe our purposes do serve the world in a greater way. And this person will help you figure that out. They might have the answers for you to help you sort through all of that. Am I really doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this the right thing for me? Okay. So that is how a 2-card reading works. You can see how they interplay, how I use them separately, but then also together to give me more information about my situation and help me make decisions. And then you can extend this. So if you added another card, you would do the same thing. You would look at what is the singular message of this card, and then how does that interact with the other cards in the spread. So I hope that makes sense. Please ask questions and leave comments, or send me an email. So if I can clarify it further for you, I will. Take good care. Love to everyone.